Hello, tarot fam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner and psychic for over 35 years. And in this video, what we are going to do is we are grading my 2025 predictions on King Charles. We're going to compare it using 3 different forms of AI to the actual events that happened. And then we are going to mosey on over into a live where we are going to do live predictions for his 2026. Prediction month is January. We are going to be ripping the energetic curtain back and letting you see what's going on with all your favorite celebrities, royals, and public figures. So let's giddy up, Buttercup. I'm ready. You ready? All right, tarot fam. So today we are grading my 2025 predictions for King Charles. We're going to see what landed, what didn't, where the timing was off with receipts. Plus, we're also going to layer in some numerology. You guys are loving the numerology, and I think that's great. I'm excited to add it into my channel. Numbers tell us why certain themes show up in our lives. So it's going to illuminate where timing didn't fully cooperate in my 2025 reading. So at the end, I'm going to pull a quick 2026 overview for King Charles, but we are going to do his 2026 predictions live together right after this. So I will see you very, very soon live and in action. So before we get going on the scorecard, let's talk about the numerology backdrop. So 2025 was a universal year 9 for all of us. So that's a year of closure, reckoning, unfinished business. 9 years rarely deliver clean, cornered endings. We don't get, the last fireworks display. They kind of illuminate the truth and force reflection, and they prepare the ground for what comes next. And this is something that I have taught my students in tarot, is that 9s are really completion, but it's an incomplete completion. And how I frame it is I tell people 9 is you kiss the bride, 10, we get in the honeymoon vehicle and we're going away as a married couple. So we're transformed in some sense, but we're a new transformation, if that makes sense. So while you're just going off as husband and wife, or husband and husband, or wife and wife, or whatever and whatever, for the first time, you are transformed from those single individuals. You're now brought together as one. So that is very different, but it's also very new, and you're on those wobbly little shaky colt legs. So for King Charles, personally, 2025 carried that heavy 9 energy theme as well. So legacy review, physical limitations because of his ailments, some karmic consequences because of his past decisions, and the slow realization that not everything can be carried forwards. And I think that there's a lot about the culture, the milieu, the vibe of the monarchy under Queen Elizabeth II is very different from what it's transforming into and what it will be under King William and Queen Catherine. So I think that they are setting up a very, very different court, and we're kind of in the chute now, so to speak. We're just in the chute going into that. Is King Charles a placeholder king? I don't think so. I do think he is somewhat of a consequential king. I think his son is going to be much more splashier in terms of getting things done. Obviously, his mother was the longest reigning monarch. So, she had a lot of time and she had the hearts of everyone. So, let's see what's going on with this. With the universal year 9, with the heavy 9 energy themes that are going on around King Charles, several of my predictions were energetically correct, but premature in timing. And we're going to see that is actually very classic 9, universal 9 behavior. So psychic scores for and I will drop a card at the end so you can go back and look at the psychic score. Please be mindful. I was just about to get really, really sick with COVID. I'm in my pajamas. I'm also 35 pounds heavier than quite the butterball. But I'm just starting to get sick, and it was wild because I was sick for like 2 months. So just bear with, be kind, and look much better now. So predictions that I made. I repeatedly said his health would be a primary pacing factor, not a quick fix, not cosmetic, and not something that the palace could simply PR shoo away. The reality was, through 2025, cancer treatments continued to shape scheduling, visibility, and messaging for the monarch. Even when positive updates did come out, health still dictated the tempo, and everyone was kind of waiting and watching to see what was going to happen with him. A note about numerology year nines: it often manifests illness not as an ending, but as a reckoning with limits. So it kind of shows us how far we can go, that it almost has taken a chunk out of us. And that's exactly what we saw with King Charles. So that I was given a hit by the 3 AI. They all agreed that was a hit. Workload modulation. This is another prediction that I made, and that there would be breather periods. I described that Charles would step back reluctantly and not obviously, like he would just kind of fade into the distance, like do little Homer Simpson into the bush, allowing others to carry the weight and step forward in the royal family, not because he wanted to, but because it was necessary. The reality was engagement postponements and lighter periods appeared around treatment side effects, following by return to duty, a classic foot off the gas, then back on kind of cycle. We did see other players in the royal family stepping up. So 9 years forced redistribution of energy, not abdication, even though I did predict that. So this is another alignment that he was kind of redistributing the energy. That I was given a hit by AI as well. Third prediction: streamlining the monarchy, pruning, not detonating. I framed this as quiet pruning. I believe that was the exact term that I used. Redefining who carries responsibility, not dramatic title removals. We'll get to Andrew in a minute. The reality: public optics continue toward a slimmer core royal model with duty concentrated among a few senior individuals. I mean, we didn't even see the Duke of Edinburgh really maximizing his presence. We saw him out more so probably than the last number of years. And we did see the lovely Duchess of Edinburgh out and about too. But for some reason, I don't know why Edward does not have a larger role in the royal family. Let me know in the comments if you have an opinion on that. I think Edward is an interesting character in the royal family, and I'd like to know a little bit more about him. Just my opinion. So numerology notes for 9 energy. 9 energy cuts excess before rebirth. So I gave you the framing before of kiss the bride is 9, get in the honeymoon vehicle and drive away is 10. 9 energy is when you get into the delivery room and you're ready to push. It's still going to be a little bit awkward. You're still going to feel it. You didn't get that baby yet. Baby is 10. 9 doesn't actually create the new structure. It just removes what no longer fits in some circumstances. So seeing a shedding or a I don't want to say retirement or shelving of some royal figures, but I think we did see some shelving of some royal figures. So I got a hit on that for tone and trajectory from the 3 AI. So prediction number 4. Now, prediction number 4, and you guys, if you follow me with my Britney Spears readings, you know that I always talk about Britney the machine and Britney the person, and the family did not want those two to actually coexist. So I've described a similar thing with King Charles, and what we have is King Charles the man, King Charles the monarch, and King Charles the father. three very different people and three very different behaviors and decision-making abilities go with those three roles. So I said that Charles would emotionally harden this year, less personal softness, and by many accounts, he is a very emotional feeling person. More institutional boundary setting was something that I had called for. The reality is that his public messaging stayed firm. It was duty first. He was a duty first kind of entity over the last year. Stability first, monarchy first. He really did kind of step up. We're seeing that now later in the year with all of the changes with Andrew. So the Prince, formerly known as Prince, the Andrew, formerly known as Prince. So that was also a hit. The blunders, the psychic blunders and misses that I had, abdication. I was certain that we were going to get either a soft regency, we may be in that, we may not know about it, or discussions publicly about retirement from the monarchy. I know that's not the way of things, but I do think that when Queen Margrethe abdicated her throne and is still enjoying her successors onboarding, that's one of the things with being a king or queen. You die at the end of your job and you don't get to see your successor, your child, thrive in that job. And I really did think that Charles and Camilla were going to be much keener on allowing the monarchy to roll into the next phase. I really did think that they were going to do that. We did not see it. I was explicit about it. Retirement or abdication within the window of 2025. And here we are, 2026. Charles is still on the throne. No indication of abdication or anything like that. Energetically, it was right. The 9 is preparing the exit. That in terms of numerology, the 9 was preparing the exit, but it doesn't execute. So chronologically, I may have missed this on timing. So we'll see. We still don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Changing of the guard, coronation scenario for 2025. I anticipated William stepping in sooner. Again, we may be in a soft regency. We don't know that. And as of right now, no handoff has occurred. No public handoff has occurred. The numerology correction here is that now 2026 is universal year 1. That is where new leadership is born. So we will see when we do the live predictions together, we will see if something is going to change about that. Look at King Charles specifically. William's going to get his own. All right. So that was a miss. Unproven, unverifiable predictions that I made. Formal clamp down on title monetization. So we know who we're talking about here. So this is Harry and Meghan. It's not publicly confirmed as a discrete policy action. It's unproven. The presumption is that they are not monetizing those titles. I was expecting a louder voice about that, a more demonstrative, hey, you cannot. And we haven't seen that yet. So I'll take that as a miss. So my scorecard is as such averaged out. 4 hits, 2 misses, 1 unproven. Score of 4.5 out of 7, which gives me 64%, a grade of C+. I was always a B+ student, but a grade of a C+. So 64% accuracy that is weighted. There's also verified only accuracy It's only confirmed hits and misses, so it doesn't give us the gradient. Verified item 6, I got 4 hits, so 4 out of 6 is 66.7%. Verified accuracy of 67%. So I like that extra 3 points on there. So my King Charles accuracy is between 64, 67%. I was strongest on health, pacing, institutional tone. I missed on timing, not energy around the succession. So we'll have to see what's going on when we shift gears into our live predictions for 2026. So I'm here for it. You're here for it. But before we do that, let's get the tone of King Charles' year. We're going to bring that up first. Let's see what we get. What are the biggest themes for his 2026 ahead? Major theme, 7 of Needles. Oh boy. And it's in the upright. This is about betrayal. This year is going to be about betrayal. 3 of Buttons. There's only 3 that he can rely on. And I don't think he's going to do anything to correct the individuals that are causing him problems, because we've got the Beyond here in reverse, which is apathy. So I think he is going to just essentially give up. I don't think he is going to continue to fight back against any individuals that are creating some bad PR for the royal family. I think he is going to never complain, never explain into infinity. So, but we'll look at this a little bit more deeply when we do the predictions live. So if you guys just buckle up, this video will magically transport you over to 2026 predictions live for King Charles. I'll see you over there. Thanks so much.